Right, it's officially day 3. We just woke up in the lay-by, it's not a lay-by, it's a car park at the top of the cliff edge between Girvan and Ayr. The what 3 words location is treatable, term, chained. Did I say that right then?
I think so.
Yeah, well I'll check it and then I'll put it now in the description. We're going to make our way now up north, the north coast. Although we're still quite a way into Scotland, we're still 270 miles from where the north coast starts. We're doing a little bit of our own north coast. We're going to do more of a west come north, and then we're going to miss out the east because it's not supposed to be the prettier side, but we are going to come back and do the east coast. But we've got a limited time to do as much as the west coast and come back after we've done a lot of the north coast, and then we'll just start heading our way back home. So we're going to get on the road now, get as far as we can up north, and hopefully we'll start then interlocking with the official North Coast 500 route. But we may stop here and there on the way if we see anything of interest and take pictures and video for you guys and go from there. So we're not going to hang around now and chit chat with you guys, we're going to get moving. Right, here we are at Loch Lomond. We're at the east side. We're going to have a walk round and see what's about. Come on, Mrs. E.
I'm coming.
That poor old boat, that. You see it just there, boat sunk. Right, so this is the east shore of Loch Lomond. We've got to go over to the west side anyway, so I think we're going to have a trundle over there and park up. Just looking at the size of the boats, that's the richer side. But no, we're going to have a trundle over there anyway and have a poke around over there, and then we're going to head over into them hills and start making our way up towards, where is we going to go then?
Fort William.
Fort William. Yeah, so we're going to head over in them hills way towards Fort William and then pick up the official NC500 route. But it's beautiful. It's really quiet. Right, here we are, we're over on the west side near a little village called Luss, L-U-S-S. Beautiful little place, it's got a nice little sort of tone beach. Paddleboard is heaven on this side of Loch Lomond. There's a nice little pier. We're going to have a walk along in a minute where people are jumping off and swimming. There's a boat that comes and all that. You can hire pedlos, all sorts of things. But there's people with barbecues going and all that, so we'll show you around now. Oh, the border's heaven, isn't it?
Put a bit more here in this one. Yes, yeah. Doesn't have to pump man enough to do it, like.
I'm looking and not looking where I'm actually walking.
It's a nice little coffee shop. Good looking chap, I thought you'd be swimming.
No. I thought it was a bit weird looking.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's taking that bush out, look. If it needed trimming before it died now.
Here we go, Loch Lomond.
Beautiful area, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we've just left the car park of the West and we're just now making our way to Fort William. Hopefully we'll get there today, but just trying to show you a little bit of Loch Lomond as we go past in the car. Fortunately, as you can see, there's a lot of trees, you can't really see that much through it, but it looks lovely.
So that's the waters we're looking at. There's a van there. We're looking at that water. Nice little scene. There's a motorhome there, and then there's Craig behind us. So it's a little bit noisy with the road at the moment. Hopefully it'll calm down soon. But we've been driving all day. It took us to get from Fort William to here. It should have took us 30-35 minutes, but there was quite a major accident involving a motorcycle, and we didn't move for 45 minutes, just sat down some road. So it took us longer to get here, so this is the first decent lay-by we saw, and we grabbed the chance to stay here. So we're pitching up now and cooking tea. This is the first night we've had with midges. They're starting to come out now, so we probably won't sit out here for too long. But anyway, we'll show you in a bit what we're up to. We're going to have a drink with Prosecco because Debbie keeps forcing me to have some, and we'll see you soon. Here we are, we've got our sausage and black pudding sausages cooking away, and we've got some roast taters, rainbow carrots and some onion gravy to go with it. There you go, that's tonight's tea. Right, so we're about to close off day 2. Still don't know where we are, do you?
Not really.
Now, we've come from Fort William. It turns out the road we're on is a dead end unless we catch the ferry and go over to the Isle of Skye. But there's no road that takes us back into the mainland unless we double back on ourselves. So we're thinking what we'll do is we'll double back on ourselves back to Fort William, which is another 40 minutes back on ourselves down the road we've just been. Spent ages queuing on because of the accident. Or we can get the ferry, which is about £20-25 for our van, and it's a 35-minute ferry ride. We're going to make the decision overnight, but we're going to close this video off here, and we'll see you guys bright and early in the morning deciding what we're going to do. So we've made our way a little bit up north, and we've picked up the bridge to the Isle of Skye. We've made around the east side of the Isle of Skye, and then we're going to go around to the north side, have a quick drive around there, and then we'll make our way back over to mainland, and then pick up the NC500 again and do some more touring around. So I'm going to quickly pan round in this little car park we are near the co-op. We've just had a little bite to eat, made a sandwich, and it's been a nice little park up. But I'll quickly pan you around to the view that we've got, and you'll see what we get up to. It's got that lovely sort of seaside, sea salty sort of smell. There's the co-op petrol station. It's pretty cheap, 178.6 compared to what we just filled up at. It was 184.9. We've seen as much as £2.03 a litre. There's Craig just tucked in there. But here you got a nice little picnic bench. You can sit and have a bite to eat, overlooking the little sort of estuary to the Isle of Skye. Some of the scenery we've driven by today, absolutely stunning. Little lay-by just on the west side of Isle of Skye. We had to stop. Look at that mountain range. That's obviously mainland Scotland still. Could even be Isle of Arran. I think it's mainland though. But what a view. What a view. Yeah, all the way around, but there's not many places we've been. It's been a bad view. Yeah, one thing we have noticed is there's a lot of deforestation going on, and they absolutely just leave it like looking like a fly tipping site. Wood and tree trunks just laid everywhere. It's not been raked clean like you would expect, but it just leaves the land looking barren and horrible. But there's a lot of forestry area still left.
Hey, we're just going round the Isle of Skye, so we'll just pan a little bit to see what we're doing.
We've just done the Applecross pass. What did you think, Deb? You got brown shorts now, they were white. So it's a bit nerve-wracking. The cyclists don't help, but you know, it's their road as well as ours, but it does make it difficult. It's very narrow, very twisty, and there's not enough passing places, but we still enjoyed it. We, you know, took it on for what it was. We just got to the other side and found this lovely little park up, and we're just weighing up whether we stay here or whether we push on forward, but I think we may stay here. I'll pan you around now and you'll see what we've got to look at. So this is what we're looking at the minute. Stunning, stunning views. It's just very, very windy. Just had a quick look at the map and it doesn't look like there's anywhere we could park up for quite a few miles. What I don't want to do is drive for miles and then have to come back on ourselves. So we don't know what we're doing yet. I'll put the what 3 words now. So we're all washed and dressed, ready to go. We had a shower last night, chilled out with some Prosecco and some gin. Had a lovely Mexican style evening meal. This is the view we're overlooking, and the sun is glorious this morning. Got the vest top on again, rocking the vest, got the guns out. So we're gonna make our way up north further on the NC500 and we'll catch up with you. Just pulled over for a cup of coffee and a biscuit, just taking the scenery. Got the biscuits out ready, got the kettle on. Debbie's being a wimp, she's got a blanket on her legs, she says it's cold, but it's nice and sunny.
Yeah,
but
it is cold in the shade.
Yeah, and it's quite windy. I'll show you around what we've got. I mean, it's glorious sunshine. It's a lovely park up. Stunning. So we're going to have a quick cup of coffee, and then we'll make our way a bit further. Right, just arrived at Ullapool. Just made a quick sandwich. So we've got sliced beef, ham and mustard sandwiches with tiger loaf sliced bread. We've got a seagull here trying to stalk us to get food. So we're going to have a quick refill, might have a quick coffee, and then we'll have a walk around Ullapool, and then we'll get on, and then we'll look for a camper for the night. We'll check in with you in a bit. Right, this is Ullapool. Nice little sort of harbour, beach, all sort of rolled into one. There's a campsite just up there that we walked by. It looks ever so clean. You know, and it's a stone's throw from all the pubs and stuff like that. So if you wanted a nice campsite, you could go on there. We're doing as much wild camping as we can. But, if you want somewhere, it's just there. Loads of B&Bs at Ullapool. Obviously very popular with paddle boarders. Yeah, it's got that salty air sort of smell, hasn't it? Off in the distance there, that you can see all. It's just really shocked us, isn't it, with the amount of mountains and stuff like that. And they're not just hills, they're proper mountains. It's hundreds of miles of them. We've absolutely loved this trip so far. We've been blessed with the weather, haven't we, Deb?
Oh gosh, yeah. I think we're in for a couple of rough days, aren't we?
Yeah, I think sort of Tuesday, Wednesday it's meant to get a bit worse for wear, but
Well, we've packed up, haven't we? So,
yeah, we've got a bit of everything for weather-wise. But been absolutely blessed. It's been shorts and t-shirts. I mean, Debbie's then just put a hoodie on. I mean, this is the back street bit we're in now, like the harbour area. So we're going to walk into the main street bit and have a look around there. Quite a nice little town. It's a bit of everything rolled into one. It's a bit of a ferry port, it's a bit of a fishing port, it's a bit of a touristy sort of beachy port thing. It's a bit of everything.
well, the thing is, you've got Tesco's, haven't you? You can catch up on your shopping. There's a couple of like little places to eat. So, yeah, it's a good little stop in it for an hour or two.
Yeah, place to come stretch your legs and top upon your rations.
Yeah.
Right, just got a brilliant little park up. What 3 words is garden brownish spotted? I actually got this one right offhand. I'll pan you around now. It's a brilliant campsite, camp up. It's just a car park. It's got fresh Highland drinking water on tap. It's got free toilets. You're not allowed to put chemical toilets down it, but you can use the toilets throughout the day and night. But it's got a brilliant view. I'll pan you around in a sec. Majority of the parking spaces are level. There's a few that's slightly on the P, but it's up off the road, so you're away from the road, but the road is not very busy anyway. I mean, it's only 5 o'clock.
About 4:30. I mean, you can hear the traffic, but you
4:30.
can't actually see it unless
There's the
you
odd
was to
car going
stand up.
by. Yeah, there's the odd car going by, so it's not too bad. It's going to get less and less as the evening goes on. But that is what we're looking at. Now, down there, somewhere, over there, there's a deer walking around, and just over there somewhere.
Over there, there's still 2 there.
There's 2 over there, but it's a lovely sight. You know, you've got all these mountains here. You know, all them ones over there. It's brilliant. There's a little walking trail as well, if you want a walking
A
trail.
lot of people are parking up in their cars, aren't they, and just going for a nice walk.
Yeah. So we're gonna sit here and chill with our beers, and then in an hour or so we'll make our tea and settle in for the evening. But hope you're liking what you've seen so far. If you do, please like, please subscribe, and please share. And we'll show you a bit more over the next few days. So we're settled in for the evening. We've had tea. Deb is chilling. We're now just finishing our 2nd bottle of Prosecco. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you over and show you the toilet blocks.
Oh, you know how to treat people, don't you, eh?
What are you saying? So you got fresh Highland spring water there, drinking water on abundance. You can have as much as you want. You can fill up your water tank. So we've redone our shower water so we're showering in fresh Highland spring water. This is the toilet blocks. You've got men's, disabled, and women's. When you go to men's, cold water only. I suppose they don't want people washing and all that, but you got urinals. You got a toilet. It's all open 24/7. It's all oak beamed building, hand dryer, all that. Assume the women's is something similar. But you got some lookout tower thing there. All mountains. Great view. There's Craiglet. There's toilet block. When you come around here, there's even an electrical charge point for like Teslas and stuff like that. And you've got tents here, all sorts of things. Oh yeah.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. You've even got your electrical charge point, stuff like that. You've got many hiking trails that go off in different directions. So you can park up here and go for hikes, stuff like that. But the view is amazing. You get all the wild deer bathing in the water. I've seen many a deer drinking and bathing. Like I said, we've emptied out our shower and refilled our recycling shower with natural spring water. Well, why not? When it's free, you gotta do it. You can't empty your chemical toilet here because it's on a cesspit. You can't smell it at all, so don't panic that we're right next to a cesspit. You just can't smell it. you got this road here. We're getting cars, I don't know, about 2 or 3 every 20 minutes. And you got one just gone by, and then you got 2 going by here now. But most of the time it's like deadly silent. You can hear the birds in the wind more than anything. But earlier on there was 2 stag deers bathing in the water just over here. Oh, look, it's making me look a right liar now with the cars, but it's the first set of cars we've seen in a long time. But you got all these mountains and everything like that. I mean, what a view, what a view. I just can't describe how happy with I am how these NC500 Tour going. You know, it's just going amazing. We haven't had a horrible park up yet. The worst park up we had was last night probably, and that was only because of the midges in the morning. Other than that, it's been amazing. I mean, this was our view while we sat eating tea. Got the laptop out. I'm about to start doing some editing. Just getting ready for releasing this video. But what do you think, Deb? Are you really enjoying this holiday?
Loving it. The views change to coastal, to mountains. It's just non-stop beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the quantity and volume of mountains.
Yeah.
It's hundreds and hundreds of miles. It's not just like you pass 50, 60 miles of mountains, is it?
You know, we've been so lucky with our park apps. You know, I don't know, we can't fault it really.
No, the weather's helped though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, back home everybody's saying the weather is awful, and we're in the north of Scotland, been wearing shorts and t-shirts. Who would have thought that?
I know, we thought we was going to be in for miserable weather, didn't we?
So, a lot of the scenes we've seen, like I said along the way, is you're like, wow, imagine living here. Yeah, we're looking at it in its glory.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the houses we've seen, you can imagine living there when it's weather like this. But you got to remember, in the winter time, that's gale force winds and high snow.
The conditions for them to get out their homes to anywhere, they're so remote, would be horrific.
Yeah.
We have really seen it in its glory.
Yeah.
We've been so lucky. Not many people do get this sort of sunshine.
I mean, we're only on Sunday evening. What's been your highlight so far, do you think?
It's a difficult one really, because I enjoyed going to Gretna Green. Obviously we took a detour before we even joined the NC500. I love Loch Lomond. Going across to Isle of Skye to say I've done that.
The bridge is ridiculously high for how big it is. I mean, it's not particularly a long bridge, is it? But it's ridiculously high for no reason.
It's difficult to pinpoint because, you know, we've pulled into places that are breathtaking. There's too many things to pinpoint.
Well, that puts me onto a good note, guys, because we've been a bit lapsadaisy in picking up the cameras and the phones to take pictures, to take videos. We've been so selfish in wanting to soak this up for ourselves, and we've pulled away thinking, oh crap, we didn't video none of that.
I took an awful lot of photos.
Yeah, we're going to do a montage of photos in a separate video, I think.
And if you follow us on Instagram, I will post an awful lot.
Good point, good point.
So we've uploaded a few photos on Instagram.
And it's richbiz_lifes_adventures for Instagram.
So we are posting a few things daily on Instagram. Some of it is our food, because we're trying to prove how you can cook nice food along the way. Also to make it enjoyable more for ourselves than just rubbish food. I'm not the best cook, but I like nice food.
We both like cooking, and we do like to show that you can cook anything anywhere.
So there will be probably unfortunately, like we both said, we've probably taken it in a little bit too much and not recorded as much for YouTube as we should have done. But I have been trying to snap away. I've been a little bit guilty of it today. I haven't took as much today, but I have took a lot of pictures, and it's a bit of a joke that you get a beautiful scenery and you go to snap and you get trees. There'll be a lot of trees.
Yeah.
In it.
But the thing is, you're too busy looking at the image on the camera as to what's coming along. So by the time you press snap, there's a tree there. But Glencoe, what a place that is.
The reflection, it was like looking in a mirror. So we have got some really great photographs, and obviously Richard's going to try to put them in some sort of form on YouTube. But like I said again, we will post an awful lot.
And we need to apologise at this point, guys, that we haven't been keeping up to date with our YouTubing. That's myself really, rather than Debbie. She's been trying to push me to do it, but we've had a bit of a back step, you know, with my hand and stuff like that, and I'm trying to push forward to get the van built ready for this trip. And this is a bit of a dry run for doing the Arctic Circle next year. Now, we're not promising that we're going to do Arctic Circle next year, but it is our plan to do it. So stick with us, guys. Subscribe to us, please, and hopefully next year, probably September, October time,
we'll have loads of adventures. It could be short weekends away.
We've got a city break coming up, haven't we, in a hotel?
Yeah. We'll still take you away on our city trips.
It is Rich Biz Life's Adventures, so it's all sorts. It is anything from camper van life.
It's our adventures, you know. It's us having grown up children now, being able to explore. Obviously, there is just us two this time. When we go away for our city break, of course, it will be just us two. But again, we'll take our little fur babies. Izzy and Rosie will be a big part of our channel as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you love pugs and jugs, bless her, our little jug Izzy is deaf, so we have to be very cautious of where.
Hence why we didn't bring her this time, because it's a lot of roadside camping.
You know, she can't hear us call her back, but there will be lots of adventures with the dogs as well. Like Richard said, we would take them on every adventure, but not when we're roadside, because she can't hear the traffic.
No.
So for her safety, she stays at home with our 3 grown-up children.
We're having a full English tomorrow, guys, so we'll show you our full English. And
not quite a full English.
No, but we're 85-90% there. But then tomorrow morning after breakfast, we're going to push on north and try and get to the very north coast of Scotland. And we want to do the very northern tip, and then we'll obviously make our way down, and then before the end of play we're trying to get to the Loch Ness as well and do a bit of a tour around Loch Ness, because it's a big old lake. I think it's the biggest one in Scotland, so we're going to try and get round Loch Ness as much as we can. We're a little bit ahead of schedule at the moment, only because we were so frightened of running behind. We rushed things, and we probably did pass some things that we should have seen, but we pushed forward, and we anticipated doing 50 to 60 miles a day, and some days we was doing 150 miles. Now, from leaving home to now, we're probably pushing 12 to 1300 miles. By the time you've gone in and out of the coastline of Scotland, it works out quite a lot.
For anybody doing this, get your route, look at what you want to see on that route, and have more of a plan.
But
obviously, we're from down south,
yeah,
so we already had a massive journey.
We're from Anglia, where it's dead flat, so this is amazing.
So we had a massive journey, and we was leaving from work. I finished at like 4:30. We had a huge journey to chunk up, getting even up north.
Which is why we stopped at Northumberland, not Northumbria.
But as Richard likes to say, Northumbria, and it's going to stick now. We should have maybe planned it better on our route. We have planned it immensely with how much food we've bought, water. The van side of it, we couldn't have been more prepared.
The recycling shower is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
You know, you don't want for water when it comes to the shower. You can have a 20-minute, half an hour shower without worrying about it.
Actual food prep, clothes prep, equipment prep, we couldn't have been more prepared.
The only thing we've had let us down, and we've had one of these camping chairs break, the one I sat on, unfortunately. So we've been to Tesco's today and bought some more.
Fortunately, I didn't get that one on camera. I mean, we would like some more luxurious chairs, but these are just going to do us.
The lightweight, the convenient, and the lightweight.
But yeah, I think if I was the only negative, I think we should have been a bit more prepared of what we wanted to see, and we have skipped on and chunked.
Yeah, there's a lot of like falls that we wanted to go see, waterfalls.
But it also has been. It's not the fact we wouldn't do it again, and I think next time we will do it, it will be so much more involved. Let's go here, let's go there. But we're basically skipping around this time and scratching the surface. But
yeah, but the two items, the two places that are not on the NC500 that I recommend you do is the Isle of Skye, which you do go near it, so you might as well skip across.
Yeah.
But the Glencoe is miles from the NC500, but you've got to do it. You've got to. It's breathtaking. It's like you're in the Grand Canyon or something. The mountains are just phenomenal. But anyway, we're going to leave that off there for tonight. We're going to have a few more drinks, aren't we? Shower, chill out, soak up this sunset. We'll take some pictures of this sunset when it goes down about over there, because it's there now. I anticipate it's going to be over here somewhere.
We do get northern lights along the trip.
Yeah,
we've seen northern lights when we've been to Finland, so it's not like we haven't seen them. But if we get to see them in the UK, I'm going to be like a little child in.
Yeah, we will video if we see them. It depends how clear the night is, I suppose.
We'll video, take lots of pictures. If we don't, obviously for us, we've already seen them, but it'd be great if we could get some for you guys.
We've ticked off a couple of things, haven't we? We've seen Aberdeen Angus cows. I've seen a few of those. We've seen some wild stags and deers, things like that. We're hoping to see some whales and dolphins when we get right up north.
I'd like a sheep, but Richard says no.
Yeah, she wants a little lamb. She said, can we pinch one?
And we've seen so many, and the little lambs are with their mothers.
If anybody knows what the little pink flowers are that are all over Scotland, purple, they're like a purpley shrubby bush.
Oh my God, I love them, I want some.
They're related, I think, to the... What's that plant we've got in the garden? Rhododendron. I think they're related to that, but they're like a purpley pink. If anybody knows what they are, drop a link below, please, because we want some in our garden. They're absolutely gorgeous.
We want to be able to find a garden centre or somewhere where you can pick some up and take some home.
Yeah.
Plant some in our garden, and it's a forever memory of our first trip to Scotland.
Yeah. Right, leave that off there, guys. We'll see you in the morning.